Welcome back to the Sports Circus. I'm your ringmaster Sal, live from the AAMP.TV mobile studios at Seaport Village in San Diego. That's AAMP.TV. Folks, make sure you stream us there and also on hotel television, on YouTube as well. Catch our playbacks on YouTube, and you can check us out also on Facebook. Sonar, where else are we? We're everywhere, aren't we?
Oh my goodness, Sal, we are everywhere. We are so in tune with the internet that we are everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Okay.
Can you believe that?
Well, look at it this way. Listen, and folks, you don't know this yet, but now just between us, right? In a couple weeks or so, we're going to be carried on television in Atlanta, in Washington, D.C., in New Mexico, even in Kentucky. Yes.
Absolutely, Sal.
We'll be on regular television. You click the TV on, boom, we're there. Just like in the hotels. It's crazy. We're in thousands of hotels right now.
What's really cool about it, Sal, is AAMPtv is actually already broadcast here in Chicago. So we are broadcast on television here in Chicago, WJYS. We do the Larry Grokowski show. So if you're here in Chicago, that's the show to check out here on AAMP.tv. No, I don't get to say that too often. I just wanted to put that in there.
Right? But, like that guy that's jet skiing behind me, let me look at that. That guy's rolling. And luckily, I'm in a bubble here, so I can't hear him and I can't get splashed by him. But, right over my shoulder, actually, it would be over this shoulder. This shoulder, we actually have a whole bunch of hotels, which I can't name them, but we have a whole bunch of hotels that are literally carrying this broadcast. They're carrying our broadcast. It's all great stuff. So, folks, make sure you check us out again. And when you check into your hotel rooms, and likely we're going to be on that default channel, right? When you turn the TV on, right, there's that channel you have to arrow up or arrow down off of. That's where we're going to be. If not, you'll have a message to find us.
Well, Sal, I make the argument that you should already have AAMP.tv as your default everything. I mean, you know where you fire up Google Chrome or you fire up what is it? What is it? The Microsoft has now Explorer. So you fire up Explorer. Your homepage should be AAMP.tv.
It should be AAMP.tv. Big round of applause for that. Yeah, man, how about Kevin Sorbo being on the show? Kevin was a riot. I love the fact that he was really candid, a regular guy, and he wasn't full of himself. He was just a normal guy, and I love that about him. And what really stinks is that Hollywood tries to smash down the personalities like that when they try to speak their mind. I mean, look, we're not here to edit somebody's words or whatever. We're just here to do what we do. And I'm glad that Kevin was an outspoken guy on the things that he's passionate about, just like anybody else. If you're passionate about something, hey, go ahead and voice it. That's cool. I have no issue with that. And a big round of applause for Kevin coming on the show today.
Well, you know that's what it is. AAMPtv is already a platform where you can say whatever you want to and essentially send it wherever you want to as well. Right. There's no real limit to what can be done because you're looking at the two guys that get it done, right? I mean, this is right. It. So Kevin coming on and speaking his mind and everything else, that's fantastic. But we put on that air, I think, here on the Sports Circus and AAMPtv in general that you should be able to. I mean, if it wasn't the best freedom that you could have, why would it be number one on the Bill of Rights? That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not stopping anything, but that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, for the guests that come onto the show, and folks, we've had some incredible guests from sports to film, obviously with Kevin, to music, from the Miracles. The Miracles have been on, and we had Brad Gillis from Night Ranger and Ozzy Osbourne on a week ago. I mean, and on we go. It doesn't matter. Even business. We had billionaire Jeff Hoffman on the show. The guy's on the boards of, I can't tell you, 60, 80 companies, whatever. I mean, he's basically done it all. But we've had the wide gamut because we have a diversified crowd that listens to us from NBC News to CNBC Financial to CBS Sports to Westwood One News. We're all over the place, a bunch of independents. And the station's that curious. They love the diversity in what we're doing. And so, look, sometimes it's going to be sports. Sometimes it's going to be film. Sometimes it'll be comedy. Wait till you see what we have in store at AAMPtv on the comedy side. We don't want to blow that one, but, man, that's a big one.
No, absolutely. And just to keep it on the same kind of vein, essentially, we bring on Herculean people, whether it's athletes or anything. You get that? Yeah, they're Herculean. Exactly. So, but that's what I mean. I mean, if you're going to go through life and you're going to be one who conquers feats, and you're going to be one who wins games, and you're going to be one who thrives in competition, well, you found a home, you found a place. And so just to carry on the conversation before we break our arms here, I'm going to ask you a question. Where would you put Kevin if he was on another sport? Where do you think Kevin, or I guess, no, let's scratch that. Where would you put Hercules in sports? Which sport? He can only play one. Where would you put him?
Well, I mean, my personal preference, of course, would be the big goon in hockey, but I'd rather see him as a middle linebacker in football, because he could probably grab three guys at once and smash them together. I mean, I think he's a better Hercules than The Rock. I mean, like, he's the original guy, right?
Okay, yeah,
for sure.
Well, yeah. He's our original, you know? I mean, he's our Hercules. That's just right. Like we all have a Bond, you know what I mean? You got Sean Connery, you got Daltrey. What's your Bond? But we know that he's our Hercules. He's ours.
Yes, he is certainly our Hercules.
So where do you put him?
Who's your Bond, by the way?
My Bond?
Who's the best Bond?
Well, I am a millennial, so my Bond is the technological Bond, which is Timothy Dalton. That's Timothy mine.
He was a good Bond.
He's a good Bond.
But a good Bond.
I'll give you that Bond, but they all have like their own thing. We've got Roger Moore. He was smoking Bond. We've got Sean Connery, who is drinking Bond, and then we've got all of the others that come down through there.
I don't know. I enjoyed Kevin being on the show for a lot of reasons, because look, he's a worldly guy, but he's an educated guy. And he has an opinion on stuff, but it's founded. It's not unfounded. And that's, to me, if you speak with conviction about something and you're passionate about it, you're my kind of guest. I don't care if it's Joe Smith or Judy Smith, whatever, down the street. If you're passionate about something, then you have some experience and you're speaking from a position of experience, I think that we want you on the show.
No, absolutely. And that's what we're saying. We're saying Herculean. You are athletes. Yep. You're going out there. You are conquering the world. So it's that same kind of thing. So where would I put Hercules? You would have asked if you were more polite. I would.
I haven't even gotten there yet.
No, I would put him in. I think it's fitting for this. Are you ready? Greco-Roman wrestling. Right there. Boom. Done. Yes. That's what he was built for, right? Zeus.
That's the mic drop, isn't it?
Mic drop. Right there. I mean, that, or I guess UFC, because I mean, that's just mixed martial arts to begin with. And if Hercules, my Hercules, is anything, he knows how to punch a guy. Or if you watch the show, he knows how to clothesline a guy. Like, he almost clotheslined people more than he actually punched them. Because Kevin in the show had like just a couple moves. It was the rolled up, the fist, you know, the cartoon roll up, and then there was the straight arm knock him down. Sometimes he knocked down two with two arms. Look out! But that was it. That was how he fought. So I think Bronco Billy might give him a run for his money though.
Well, Billy and Kevin are about the same size. I think Kevin's 6'3", Billy 6'3", 6'4", about the same size. But Kevin gives up about 150 pounds to Billy. And you remember Billy's hands. Folks, if you don't know who we're talking about four-time WBC boxing champion Bronco Billy Wright. This guy's got hands literally the size of two of your fists side by side, and his head, believe it or not, is almost twice the size of my giant coconut. I mean, really, it is huge.
Oh yeah,
It's a double pumpkin head.
And Hercules had those big bracers too. I mean, if he didn't have those bracers, I don't know what he's just hitting these guys with. He would have crushed melons without having that extra little bit of padding. That wasn't for him. That was for the bad guys he was clotheslining.
He said he would have crushed melons.
Crushed melons.
I want to give another big shout out to Kevin Sorbo's A World Fit for Kids. I think he's doing a great job. And the point that he made about the LA Unified School District and the other school districts from a lot of the public schools around the country, they're really bad. I mean, here in Las Vegas, not here in Las Vegas, but our home station in Las Vegas, I'm down to San Diego right now, but our home station down at 97.9 FM, look, Clark County is one of the worst school districts in America. I absolutely agree with the World Fit for Kids. Check that out at worldfitforkids.org. So Kevin is one of the spokesmen for that. And I'll tell you, it's a great cause. And without good education for the kids, well, guess what? What do we have to rely on when we get old? When we're old and, well, for me, I'm grayer, right? For when we're old and grayer, we're going to have to depend on these kids. And so I'd like to see people really embrace what he's doing with A World Fit for Kids.
Well, Sal, that's where it starts, right? I mean, that's where the next generation starts, is the education. What do we pass on? Yeah. What do we send over there? I mean, Kevin's got a lot of great things on his plate. There's a lot of things that he's doing. Really, for me, what really got me, I'm going to Cameo. That's it, because I obviously need a voice message that says, I'm Hercules. Sonar can't come to the phone right now. We're out clotheslining bad guys. Like that's the stuff that I need. So on Cameo and on Twitter, which I hope he follows me, K Sorbs is where you can find him. That whole @ K Sorbs. So, but what I'm really looking forward to is going on my IMDb page and saying that I was in a production with Kevin Sorbo. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, you know what? Do we have those? We should have those if we don't already have those. Nonetheless, but it was really cool having him on the show. And let's face it, he's going to come back. And I know he's probably going to come back once that's the Texas film, the East Texas film. I want to see that one. That's the one that I want to see because I love the trailer for it, and I like how he described it, even offline. It was something that really caught my attention, and I'm a tough audience when it comes to films and when it comes to comedy. And so, for me, it's always the jury is out. But having somebody that kind of hits the right, they'll hit that funny bone, or they'll hit something that just kind of makes you chuckle and laugh, and then they'll kind of keep you. They'll hold the audience, and I love that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I took from it. So anyway, folks, that's going to be it for the show today. Thanks for Kevin Sorbo coming on. I'm your Ringmaster Sal, and we'll see you next time on The Circus. So long, everyone.